Benue State is the only state without a First Lady who will fill the void. Hello everyone, welcome to Newsport TV. In the wake of Reverend Francis Inyachin's alias assumption of leadership as the governor of Benue State, question looms large among residents, particularly the women of the state, who will occupy the position of the First Lady. It is observed that, of course, traditionally in Nigeria, the wife of the state governor assumes the role of the First Lady, but this time it seems to be a unique situation since Reverend Father Alia is a Catholic priest and does not have a wife. Consequently, the office of the First Lady remains vacant, leaving some residents questioning how issues concerning women and the girl child will be addressed. First Ladies in Nigerian states have historically played crucial roles in championing charitable causes, social initiatives, and advocating for positive change. They establish and support programs that tackle healthcare, education, women's empowerment, poverty alleviation, and youth development. Past First Ladies of Benue State, such as Regina Akume, Yemisi Suswam, and Eunice Otom, have been influential figures running NGOs and foundations that made significant impact on the lives of the people while their husbands were in office. Idoma Voice recalls that Regina Akume, who now serves as a federal lawmaker, ran the Hope Alive Foundation, while Yemisi Suswan had the Selve Avi Foundation, and Eunice Otom operated the Eunice Spring of Life Foundation. Through their respective platforms, these First Ladies raised awareness about important social issues, particularly women's rights, healthcare, education, and other pressing concerns affecting the state. The absence of a First Lady in Benue State has left residents uncertain about where to channel issues related to child abuse and other vulnerable groups, as this position often serves as a focal point for such matters. The government's silence on the matter only adds to the confusion and concern among the populace. Amidst this vacuum, some residents have suggested that Christy Ada Sam Ode, the wife of the deputy governor, could assume the responsibilities of the First Lady. Described as a charitable woman, Mrs. Sam Ode has a track record of touching the lives of many people within and outside the state. A potential appointment to this unofficial role would provide some direction and hope for addressing critical social issues in the state. It is essential to acknowledge that while the office of the First Lady is not constitutionally recognized in Nigeria, its significance should not be underestimated, as it has played a vital role in governance in the past. First Ladies have been instrumental in supporting the government's efforts, working closely with various stakeholders to uplift the vulnerable and underserved communities. As the state awaits an official resolution on this matter, it is evident that the need for a First Lady is not merely symbolic but practical, considering the numerous social challenges that require attention and compassionate leadership. The people of Benue State hope for a swift resolution, enabling them to benefit from the positive impacts that the dedicated First Lady can bring to their lives and the state's progress as a whole. Until then, the spotlight remains on the government's decision and the potential impact it may have on the state's governance and development. So let's take a few comments from Nigerians. Somebody said, wife of the deputy governor, there is no big deal. After all, Alex Okeme's wife filled in the gap for Phil Shagari's wife during the Second Republic. Another said, a reverend sister should fill the post. Another said, it makes sense for the wife of the deputy governor to step into this. Another said, does the Constitution recognize the office of First Lady? And what is their duty? Another said, First Lady is just for show most times. They hardly function except for competition of dresses and jewelries amongst themselves. Leave the man alone. Another said, is there anything the First Lady would do that cannot be done through the Commissioner for Women Affairs? Another said, now the Holy Spirit will be First Lady. Another said, does the Constitution make any provision for this so-called First Lady office? And they said, nothing like confusion. What happened during Father Moses Adasu era? This isn't the first time. Another said, Father Alia should appoint a reverend sister either to fill the gap as First Lady or Commissioner for Women Affairs who will also serve as First Lady. Another said the so-called office of the First Lady is not recognized by our constitution and should be de-emphasized. The governor will appoint Commissioner of Women Affairs and that should be it. However, if it is necessary to have one, a Reverend Sister can also be used. After all, they are all married to Jesus Christ. Another commenter said, they have Commissioner for Women Affairs now, so what's the problem? Another said, when late Father Adasu was governor in Benue State, who was the First Lady? By the way, is it in the Constitution that there must be a First Lady whether at the state or federal level? Another said, but let the governor decide whether his mother or his sister or whoever he chooses to hold the office. Another said, the question is, does the Constitution allow him to use somebody else who is not his wife to stand in as a First Lady? Another said, is it one of the problems facing Benue State, the office of a First Lady? Please think about our numerous problems before you speak concerning First Lady. So far, we did Nigeria too plenty. All right, so these are some of the comments that, trailed the concerns by some people in Benue State, especially the women who want a sense of direction, which is normally in that line, though unofficial, falls on the table of the First Lady, who is normally the wife of the governor of the state. Since time immemorial, the office of the First Lady has been a debate topic where people say, okay, since it's not constitutional, why do we still always carve out that office? Why do we allocate a lot of power and resources to that office and everything? While some will argue that it is an office of influence, that a lot of things are done by effective first ladies who decide to use that particular platform to enhance the governance or the ruling of their husbands in the government house. We know that when we talk about first ladies who have made impact, we cannot but remember the late Miriam Babangida, whose Better Life for Rural Women is still the most effective and the most talked about initiative because it went all the way down to the grassroots. Unlike a lot of other pet projects that is always about women in Abuja, women in Lagos, without penetrating to the rural areas. And that's why the impact of that initiative is still being talked about now and many years to come. Remember, just 2 days ago, the current First Lady of Nigeria, Mrs. Oluremi Tinubu, did an unveiling of the renaming of Women Development Center in Abuja to Miriam Babangida. So, what's your opinion on this? Please drop your comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. To our new subscribers, thank you so much for joining. And to our existing subscribers, thank you for always stopping by. We'll see you in the next video. May God bless Nigeria. Bye for now.